Hey guys, it's Drew from my side of the bag reporting for Back Nine Brief. And the Back Nine Brief has asked me to talk about AI and how it may be influencing decisions on the golf course, how we prepare for golf courses, especially at the professional level. And to be completely honest with you, I haven't investigated AI enough to really know all the tools that are out there and all the ways maybe we could benefit from using more AI generated tools. But I will show you some of the technology we're using right now. And of course, we have a laser and we use this every day in practice rounds. Select tournaments you can use it, but not during tournament days. And of course, this is a Breakmaster, which tells me where the green is breaking and how much slope and in what direction a putt is breaking. We can't use these on the golf course anymore at the highest level of the game, but we can still use these on putting greens to calibrate our own feet. If you want to use aim point as a green reading method, you kind of need to know what 1%, 2% feels like. So this is technology we can still use, but really the biggest piece of technology that we use every day is one of these massage guns, and it gets your chest and your back and your legs. I know I'm kind of teasing, but I am serious. Everybody has one of these on tour, but really it's very still old school. We still use a yardage book. This is from the United States Amateur Championship at Oakmont, where we're going to have a US Open in just a couple weeks' time. And I wanted to take you through why we still go old school and where AI may not quite be able to keep up in real time with what we see and experience. And the par 5 12th hole, it is listed at 667 yards. Wowza. Most of the guys, they'll play 3 shots. They can shorten it to 632, but even then it's a beast. And you're going to try to come at this green, whether it's with a second or a third shot. This is the front of the green, this is the back. The entire green runs away from you, severely pitched. And we'll use as an example the final match of the US Amateur Championship in 2021. It was a back middle pin, and most of the time back middle pins are pretty accessible unless you're at Oakmont on the 12th green. And that back middle pin would have been about right here. And as you can see, there's a ridge that feeds off the back of that green. So going at it too aggressively and you go off the green, and now you're in heavy rough and you're short-sighted and you've got to navigate a slope. And then if you hit it past the hole, which you're very likely to do, now you're left with a downhill, severely downhill breaking putt where you could again putt it off the back of the green and really make a mess from a very short range in a few shots. So that's where AI may not be able in real time be able to assess and tell you exactly what's going on. And the other thing about this screen that you just really need human involvement and experience is the green, as you can see, if I can get my lights right, is at a slight angle as the players are approaching. The green is at a slight angle here, and the best way to access is actually coming up this left side and letting these slopes kind of feed you down in the green. The fairway will feed downhill as well here. So you actually want to play a little left of your target and then let everything ride downhill to the right. That's really the best way to get one close on a green that doesn't have a lot of breaks on it. It's a lot of slope there, and it's always taking you to the back of the green, and even a back middle pin is a really dangerous thing if you're not playing with some experience and some caution. So I don't know. This will be a very interesting topic down the road as I do some investigating and I try to learn, and maybe we can have some fun elements where I use AI to try to help me navigate around my home course. That should be a fun and interesting experiment. But until then, we're still old school. We still use yardage books. And at the pro level, the one thing I tell amateurs all the time is really these rangefinders aren't really even good for us at the pro level, because very rarely are we worried about what the flag actually is. We're always looking at parameters around a hole, left, right, long, short, and we're always going to play angles with wind. And of course, like 12 at Oakmont, you're always kind of swinging one end left to right. So you're never really aiming at the flag. So knowing the whole distance is just another piece of information, but not really the most important piece. And the most important pieces are always found in these yardage books. So we're still very old school at the professional level. Maybe that's because we got a bunch of gray hairs like me out there working. I don't know. Maybe with this new generation coming along, these things can change. But for now, human interaction and caddy interaction is still a very necessary part of the professional game. And for that, I am thankful. Hopefully, that was a little bit informative for you guys. We're going to continue to investigate this topic down the road. Thanks for tuning in from the Back Nine Brief. Keep watching, and I'll keep giving you the world of golf from my side of the bag.